Every now and then my wife makes the critical error of inviting me into the kitchen to help. Let's see how that ends up. All right, the key to good hamburgers is to cook them. Right, Linda?
That is correct, sir.
But before you can cook them, you got to make them. And the key to making a good hamburger, a little hot sauce and a lot of what's this here sauce, also known as Worcestershire sauce. You know how Worcestershire sauce got its name?
How?
This guy was sitting at the table and they brought him this black sauce and he said, "What's this here sauce?"
And lo and behold,
That's how it happened. When you make the hamburgers, actually form them, make them thin. Otherwise you end up with these little rolled up balls. Also, you don't want to use that low fat, expensive hamburger. You want the fatty hamburger. You know, 30% fat or whatever it is. The fat ones, the ones that have fat in them. When you put them in the refrigerator, you know, before you cook them, because you got to put these, keep them cool. Don't cover them. Just let them air in the refrigerator and soak up all the smells from the refrigerator. It gives them a little je ne sais quoi. Okay, I stand corrected. Forget that part about not covering them. Miss Geezer tells me, you gotta cover them. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's the best way to do it. Okay, what do you want me to do next?
all right, so you can peel these potatoes and then I'll cut them up. I think they're all good except gotta cut all that green off of that one, okay?
Green is bad.
Mr. Geezer.
The secret to peeling potatoes is join the Army. You'll do a bunch of it. You'll get real good at it. That's why I joined the Air Force. So I have no idea what I'm doing here, but let's do it. Ow! There's got to be a machine that would make this easier. I know what I'm getting the missus for next birthday. These potatoes got more eyes than WikiLeaks. Oh, there's only 2 eyes in WikiLeaks. Sometimes it's not the number of eyes, it's where they're placed. We lived in Korea for a year, and sometimes you had to be real careful in the grocery store. It's interesting the stuff they thought people would like to eat. I think a lot of the confusion in Asia was when they would translate things, they probably translated them literally. And sometimes that didn't work out in English. Ooh, better get to work. Linda's coming.
How you doing?
Good, good. Everything's good. You know, work is funny. I really like it. I could watch it all day. Now, my wife grew these potatoes in her garden. Honey, what's the green stuff on the potatoes?
Green stuff is sunburn.
The green on the potatoes is sunburn, as far as you know.
Go figure.
I think it starts with gang and ends with een, but we're gonna eat them anyway. So, got that going for me. When finished here, we'll go out, crank up the grill. After that, I'll show you how to cook a hamburger. All right. All done with that. Honey, what's the big black cavity in the middle of the potato? What's that?
I guess a bug got hungry. I don't know how you can tell that. There's no sign of it on the outside, but then
A bug got hungry. Okay. I'm buying it. Beats that whole sunburn theory you had about the green. The key to preparing the Weber grill is tinfoil, Pam, and a fork. Not necessarily in that order. Shiny side up, facing the burgers. Just a shiny side up, nice speed. Push it down and poke the crap out of it. I did this without even looking. Beautiful. Then before we put the burgers on, we'll spray it with some Pam. And off we go. Now, a lot of people use electric starters. I don't. That's too easy. Use lighter fluid. But the key there is put some lighter fluid on it. Let it set, soak in a little bit more, then light it. We'll let that soak. And Bob's your uncle? You got flame. Oh yeah, and always stay with the fire, especially when it's flames and you're cooking under the eaves and under the trees. Then before I put the burgers on, I'll put the cover back on, because that thing is glowing hot. And the thing with hamburgers, any meat, you don't want to cook it too fast unless you just want it burnt. I like to cook it slow. And the secret to grilling is to watch it. Okay, that whole thing I said about watching it, not so important. When do you flip a burger? When it looks flippable. You see just a little red on there? They're easy to flip. Now, are the hamburgers done? We like them brown all the way through. It's not like we're cooking a steak. To me, those are done. I don't see any blood oozing out. I just see juice. They look good. And when you close it, put the lid back on, I'm gonna close the grill down. I'll be able to use those briquettes again. Little money saver there.
Are we gonna be in the video?
You are now.
Look, and he's like, I don't know about that.
We have burgers.
Yeah, not.
So what you got there, Linda?
This is a tomato from our garden. Isn't it beautiful?
It's a big one. Let's cut her open and make some.
Bacon, lettuce, and tomato?
I like it.
All right, let's do it. All right. Man, I need a bigger knife, don't I?
1 sandwich, 2 sandwiches, 3 sandwiches,
All right, now they're starting to get smaller.
4 sandwiches, and you can take 1 slice of bread and have a half sandwich with that. Very good, Linda. Very good.